Hey guys, Nathan Pickett here, Managing Director at Stop It Goaltending's Level Arena facility and goalie coach at Stonehill College. Welcome back to another Goalie Clips video. Today we're breaking down the chicken wing technique for high short side saves when you're tight in the RVH. This is a specific tool for a specific situation, and when you need it, it can be a very useful tool to have in your toolbox. Let's take a look at the save. We see a player changing right now. 4-on-4 situation, is about to come around the net with speed. Goes for the wraparound, elects to go for the shot with the walkout. Jeremy Swayman does a great job filling up space to make that save. The first thing I want to talk about is Jeremy Swayman's decision to go into the RVH as soon as the player right here decides to go right over that hash mark on the far side of the face-off dot. So, as we play this slow-mo, player goes down to the hash mark receiving that pass. Swayman goes right to his post. As soon as that player hits that bottom hash mark, he elects to go right into his RVH. There's two reasons why I like this. Number one, if there is a shot from this righty with his forehand facing downhill at the moment, he's already sealing the ice. He's already sealing the post. He's covering the two main areas that this player is typically going to have a place to shoot at, especially understanding right now that we have the two players right out front pretty much taking away the whole far side, right? Number two reason why I like this is because of his sight lines. I think specifically because of the traffic that we have in front from this Colorado player, Jeremy Swayman being in the RVH and a little bit lower, probably giving him a better chance to see the puck and stay visually attached. As we continue, player decides to go below the goal line, not shooting the puck. We see something awesome here is as soon as he goes below the goal line and opens up his blade, we see Jeremy Swayman with the active stick right here, right? Look at where the stick is placed too. It's in between the Colorado player's feet. Anything to make sure that we have good technique, good stick position and fundamentals in this situation. If by any chance that stick ends up getting caught in the player's foot, we can always drop it, right? So we'd rather have that always squared away. I love the active stick. As the play continues, we see him flatten out. Great use of an anchor right there, right? If we go back and watch it slow-mo, nice anchor to flatten out, leading with that edge to make sure that when we do end up going post to post here, we're flat on the goal line. We know exactly how to get into our post, especially toe lock here. Need a good seal because it could be a wraparound. As the player decides to go around the net here, early eyes, we get the eyes there, watch his blocker and stick, right? He drives that blocker and stick over there right to that far side post. What that does is that drives his whole entire body and shoulder down into that post, gives him that little bit of extra momentum. I love the automatic toe lock, and the fact that he gets his blocker and stick there gives him just that much more of a seal if that player did go for the wraparound. I want to go back just real quick so that we can take a look at the read here, right? As this player is going behind the net right here, we see the player's body position is more at an angle on his left outside edge. That's telling us, especially with the player coming with speed, that it's very possible that that player is going to go for the wraparound. So as he does go around, we get the toe lock, we get that blocker and our stick paddled down just to make sure that there's no chance we get beat there. Secondly, this player decides not to shoot it for the wraparound, so he goes for the quick walkout in tight. This is where the chicken wing's going to come into hand. Player decides to go around, take it a little bit farther, and open up. Now, normally, if you see a goalie in the RVH just sitting there, we think of more a blocking style of play. We don't think so much of reacting. And the elbow would typically be more so locked inside of that post if we were in a more blocking style of play. Right now, because of the wraparound, elbow's already outside of the post for Swayman here. That's okay, because in this situation, whether you have your elbow inside or outside already before this happens, doesn't matter. You can always adjust. But for this situation, Swayman starts with the elbow outside of his post. And he reacts, right? He uses his whole entire frame to get that elbow up, right? Shot hasn't been released yet. So number one, we have the blocker right on top of our leg pad. There's no hole in between our leg pad and our blocker at this time. Number two, we have a good anchor and our body is over the puck. From our vantage point, right, we see all of this space right here in the top corner. But from what the puck can see, we don't know what that puck actually sees. It's going to be a little bit of space for sure, but we have to remember that the puck is being shot up from the ice level over the goalie, not from where we're seeing this vantage point from. We need to make sure that we always take that into account. So with the shoulder over the puck a little bit, we're using a bigger frame. There's not a lot of space here already. Now, we have to make sure that we're reading the release here. We're not just sitting in a blocking style. Because Swayman reads the release, he reads that it's going to be a higher shot. It's not going to go low towards his blocker. We see him start to rise. He's using his anchor and his elbow to use a chicken wing. And we notice that back left anchor right here begins to straighten out. Let's take a look at it again. Back left leg begins to straighten out and really drive his whole body up with his waist and with his upper right shoulder to fill up even more of that space over the puck, right? If this elbow was inside the post, he's not going to be as much over the puck as he is now with his elbow outside the post, making it a really nice job and tool to just fill up space that he knows he needs to cover. So again, we're going to have this player come in with speed, going downhill behind the net, elects for the walkout for a shot. Great use of a chicken wing to fill up space and react into the shot in this RVH. Thanks for watching this goalie clips video. Remember, our job is to stop the puck by any means necessary. Shooters have gotten very good at placing shots around us and into open space, especially from tough angles. We can't be complacent and accept goals just because we're in optimal positioning, quote unquote, optimal positioning. We have to read and react based on the situation. I want you to shift your focus on the RVH and focus of thinking with the RVH from a saving technique but to a fundamental starting position. Or in other words, just a variation of your stance that you can react out of. Don't just be a blocking goalie in the RVH, be a reacting goalie in the RVH. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.